What's up, guys? It's your boy, Skinny Penis, back with another unnecessarily long video. This is how you do the splits. Okay, so go into a pike with flex feet and try to lift your heels off the ground, just for funsies, you know. And then point your feet and then fold all the way over. This is gonna be painful, but work through the pain. Life is already painful. And then here, I skipped I didn't mean to do that. So you're gonna do a little lunge thing with your leg off the ground. Yeah, and just stay there for like 30 seconds or something, I don't know. And then go into a lunge with your leg on the ground. Yeah, just chill there for a hot sec. Then lift your back leg up. Then push your thigh into the ground. I don't really know. I saw this on YouTube. Anyways, then do that and flex your foot because it stretches more. And then put your leg out, fold over. Do that, do your thing. The vibes. And then you're gonna switch sides and do it on your other leg. So by now you already know it. You know what to do. You know what's going on. So let me tell you about what's going on in my life. Basically, I've been so bored and so lonely for the past week, and I have cried more times than I could count. And you know what? That's just part of being human. That's life. That's how it's going on. And sometimes you just gotta cry and let all the bad stuff out. I watched Call Me by Your Name for the 1,000th time, and I felt immense and utter sadness and hopelessness in life. And I've never felt better. So next thing you want to do is grab a pillow. If you're not that good at splits, I suggest getting like a real thick one. So basically do like a lunge over it and then that thing and just kind of like go back and forth a couple times, do all that good stuff, and then and then do a split over. That's why I'm like, if you're not that good at splits, get a bigger pillow, because it's not really going to help if like you're not good at splits and then you get a small pillow and you're just doing like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. But yeah, I don't really like this stretch, but I decided to include it in there because why not? I mean, it kind of helps, I guess. Didn't really help on my left split. I should have gotten a bigger pillow. That was like bad move on my part. I don't really know what's going on right now. I'm like dying. Alright, boys, we're hitting the home stretch. So you got a big boy cushion out like that. And we're going to start with some over splits. You know, when I did gymnastics, we'd always do like over splits last for some reason, because I don't even know why. But if you do like over splits before you do your regular split, then it's like easier to do your regular split. But it really hurts and I don't like it. But you kind of have to do it just so it's like, so it's like good. I don't know. I've been doing these splits. I've been having a lot of flashbacks to gymnastics, and I did not enjoy the people there, and I did not like being there. But whatever. And then, get rid of that cushion. We're moving on to bigger and better things. Yep, you guessed it. We're actually doing our splits now. Woohoo! You already know what's up. So yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. Just like do your split. And then I suggest holding it for like at least 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute, even though it sucks. I'm not doing that here because I didn't want to, but whatever. Anyways, back to talking about gymnastics. Yeah, it sucked. I didn't like it. I mean, I like doing gymnastics, but I was like an 8th grader, and there were like 7-year-olds who could do more stuff than me, so that wasn't fun. And then also, I did not feel like I was as pretty as the other girls, so I thought they were all staring at me. And I also did not know how to shave, so my armpits were pretty hairy. And you know what? I bet you thought we were done too. You're like, oh, right split, left split, it's all over. No, no, no. We got some middle splits coming up for you right now. So put your feet shoulder length apart, put your arms down, do a good stretch, and then go down into the squat position with your feet turned out. And you're gonna chill here for approximately 30 seconds. I'm not holding here for 30 seconds because I don't want to, and it's my video. So you're gonna do up and down for 3 times, and then you're gonna go into a side lunge. This one, try to keep your, like here, keep your right foot totally flat on the ground, including your heel, but if you can't, that's fine. That's like your goal is to put your entire foot flat on the ground. Yeah, and then remember, like when you're coming up from this, you gotta wiggle your way up so you don't hurt yourself. Alright, from there, you're gonna put yourself in a nice, good old straddle position. So you're gonna go over like that. This is, like, you do need to be kind of flexible to do something like this. I did this during gymnastics, so that's why I'm not, like, killing myself right now. But just do that on both sides. Do a little wiggle in between, all that good stuff. Yeah. It doesn't matter if your straddle's not very big. My straddle is definitely not big because middle splits are so bad for me. But anyways, you could do something like this if you're not flexible enough to go all the way down. And usually when you do that, you flex your foot. Here, when you're just going over, you try to point your foot. Yeah. Keep your foot pointed when you do this stuff. Yeah. During gymnastics, I was especially not having it when we did middle splits because all these like 2-year-olds were doing like full-on middle splits all the way down, all that good stuff, and I was not. But anyways, here, just kind of like go back and forth between sides, brush it out, and then slide all the way down to the middle. And this part's really gonna hurt. Usually it's easier to do it if you flex your feet instead of point them, but you know, if you want to be all fancy, you can point your feet. Alright, from here, you're going to go flat on your back and put your legs in the air. So when you do this, put one in front of the other, then go into your straddle while you're sitting back. You should kind of put a little force behind putting it into a straddle just so you get like a full stretch. Do your thing. Try not to fall over. That happens sometimes. But yeah, from there, we're going to do some like curl-ups while you're in a straddle. This one, I don't know why I'm doing it. I saw it in a YouTube video and she could do splits really well, so I was like, okay, might as well. But yeah, these kind of suck and they don't stretch anything. But when you come in, like, okay, so here, yeah, bend your feet in, do all that, get a good stretch. But remember when you're coming out of a straddle like this, you gotta like bend your feet in and then curl it because it'll hurt so bad if you don't. Like, it will be so bad. Just trust me. Alright, now we have a little change in scenery. Find like a clear wall. I used the wall in my brother's room while he was playing Hearthstone downstairs. And then put your like butt right against the wall. And open your legs to a straddle. Open your legs for Jesus. Let him in there. Let him climb right in. Let's see. Yeah, hold this for about 2 minutes. You know, chill. Read a book, go on your phone, listen to music, whatever you want to do. But while we're here, let me talk about gymnastics a little bit more. Yeah, so at gymnastics, I had not a lot of friends because I was ugly and annoying. But the one friend I did have was like super pretty, super flexible, and was so good at gymnastics. So we'd be doing like oversplits and stuff, and she'd have like, oh my god, it was insane. She was so flexible, and she'd be like, oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I can't, oh my god. I'm like, great, I can't even get my knee on the ground. Shut up. But whatever. I was a little jealous. I was like, all these like 5-year-olds are doing, I don't even know, double tucks and like layouts. I could do like a back handspring. I don't even know if this means anything to you, whatever. Okay, when you're coming out of it, be really slow because you could like seriously hurt yourself and that's not fun. Alright, we're moving again and pulling out our good friend the couch cushion. Take out that bad boy again. We're gonna do some oversplits. So you should do one on each side for about 30 seconds each. Just, vibe there for a little bit. Have a good time. Bull out. I absolutely cannot stand middle splits and middle split oversplits. I can't do it. I hate it so much. I have no hip flexibility. It's so bad. I did gymnastics for so long and my middle splits looked absolutely horrendous every time. But whatever. They're going to look fantastic when you do them. But yeah, as always, be careful when coming out of your middle splits because it really does hurt. It's not fun. Because if you tear a muscle in your groin area, that's going to hurt for a while. That's not going to be fun. How are you going to get, down and dirty after you tear a muscle there? Alright, you already know what time it is. It's time to do the actual split. So if you're not very flexible, you're probably going to look like this. Your hands are going to be on the ground. Yeah. But if you're a little bit more flexible, you could put your elbows on the ground. And that way it'll match your split a little bit better. Yeah. So when you do this, make sure that you're not leaning forward too much because then you're not doing the split. It's going to hurt more when you move your hips back. But if your hips are forward, then you're not going to become more flexible, and then you're going to be stupid, and all of this would have been for nothing. Alright guys, congrats. That's the whole exercise. Yeah, if you want to get freaking sexy as hell, super swole, do this for a week, and it'll be epic. Bye.